Welcome to Math, Everyday Math, 5th grade, lesson 2.11. Today we're going to do a little bit more with division. I'm going to teach you a couple of different ways to do division. We're going to practice one specific way. I know Unit 2 is almost over. We've practiced a lot of stuff. So today, the division is something called partial quotients. So quotient, as you know, means that's my answer to a division problem. So the way that we're going to do this today is going to be very challenging, and I'm going to warn you ahead of time. This is not my favorite way to do it. But if you can do this well, you will be fine. Okay? So we are going to go through the steps of this process. We're going to work through this lesson together. We're going to make sure that we are ready to go. All right, so the number we're going to start with today is 1,847. And we're going to divide that by 2. Now, the way that you set up partial quotients is you start by drawing a super long line down the side. Okay? The reason why you do that is because we're going to use the area over here to the side to help us out. Now, the first thing I do is I think about the number 2. How many times do I think 2 can go into a number that's 1,000? I don't think it can go in there 1,000 times. Because 2 times 1,000 is 2,000, so it's too much. Could it go in there 500 times? 100 times? This is where you get to kind of just subtract and go little by little. I'm going to start with 500. I know that it can go in there 500 times. 5 times 2 is 10. And then add my 2 zeros. I know 500 times 2 equals 1,000. And then I'm going to subtract. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 0 is 8. 1 minus 1 is 0. All right. Now I need to look at this number. This is where I am. How many times do I think 2 can go into 847? Well, 2 times 400, because I know 2 times 4 is 8. So 2 times 400 would equal 800. Subtract it. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now, this is a lot easier number to work with. How many times can 2 go into 40? 20. 20 times 2 is 40. Subtract, and now I get 7. How many times can 2 go into 7? 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract, my answer is now 0. Is 1. Now, to find your answer when you're using partial quotients, what you do is you add up all of these numbers to the side. So I'm going to make sure that they're lined up. Nice and easy. And then I'm going to add them. 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 3. 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. 5 plus 4 is 9. So my answer is 923, remainder 1. That's how you do partial quotients. Kind of tricky, but it can be helpful. When you're doing partial quotients, it's important and it's a good idea to go ahead and write out your, and think about your factors kind of off to the side. So we're going to go through some of that today, and we're going to talk about the process that I use when I use partial quotients. All right, so now we're going to look at our math workbook. We're going to look on page 63. Page 63. So we're going to start with number 1. Number 1, 234 divided by 11. Well, we know, if you're in my class, you know, you always do your estimate first. So my estimate must and should show what numbers I used. It's going to make it easy for everybody. 234, I'm going to say is 230. Divided by 11, so I'm going to make it easy, make it 10. Because I know I can divide 230 divided by 10 really easily. 230 divided by 10 is 23. So that means my answer is going to be about 23. Okay? Now, for partial quotients, you're going to set up your problem. 234 and 11. All right, I know that my answer is 23, or we're going to be close. So I'm going to do groups of 10. 10 times 11 is 110. Makes it easy for me to just double check, make sure I don't go over. 4 minus 0 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. I'm going to do another group of 10. 4 minus 0 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. Now, how many times does 11 go into 14? How many times does 11 go into 14? You should have said 1. 1 times 11 is 11. Subtract it out, and I get 3 left over. So now, 10, 21, remainder, and I'm going to write that over the right numbers. 21, remainder 3. That's how you do partial quotients. So for my answer, 21, remainder 3. Let's try another one. 825 divided by 15. Now I'm going to start with my estimate. 825, again, I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to say it's about 800. Again, I'm going to make it easy. I'm either going to divide by 20 or by 10. Your choice. Which one makes it easier for you? I'm going to divide by 20. 810 divided by 20. I know 2 goes into 8 4 times. So 20 goes into 800 40 times. To check my math, I would do 2 times 4 is 8, add my zeros. Okay, so my answer is going to be about 40. Now, I don't know my 15s very well. I don't know my 15 multiples very well. It's hard for me, but I can do groups of 10 very easily. I know that one group of 10 is worth 150. Subtract it. 5 minus 0. 2 minus 5. Gotta borrow. 8 turns to a 7. That turns to a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. I can do another group of 10. Minus 150. 5 minus 0. 7 minus 5. 6 minus 1. Guess what? I can do another group of 150. 5 minus 0. 2 minus 5 I can't do. So 12 minus 5. 4 minus 1. I can do another one. 5, 2, 2. I can do another one. 5 minus 0. 2 minus 5 I can't do. I have to borrow. There we go. Now I have 75 left. That's a lot easier to divide by. 15 goes into 75 3 times. 3 times 15, 3 times 5. I'm sorry, more than 3 times, but I'm going to do 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Subtract it out. All right, I got 30 left. Got 30 left. Let's try 2 more times. 2 times 15 is 30 with 0 left over. Look at all that work. Now, this is the tricky part. Now I have to find my answer. Remember, to find your answer, you're going to add up this whole row. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 53, 54, 55. So your answer is 55. 55. Woof. Took a lot of space, didn't it? Sometimes it does. Remember, when you're doing partial quotients, I don't care if you like this method. I want to teach it to you and show you. But when it comes time to actually doing the problem, I want you to do the way that's best for you. Not for me, not for your friend. What's easiest for you? So the next couple problems, you're going to choose your method. 315 divided by 3,518 divided by 30. I'm going to say that's close to 3,500. And to make it easy, I'm going to say that 30 is close to 50. Make it easy. 3,500 divided by 50 is 70. I know that because 7 times 5 is 35 with 2 zeros. That's my estimate. 6,048 divided by 54. I'm going to do 6,000 divided by 54. Let's do divided by 50. Equals 30. 3 times 5 is, not 30. Oh, yeah. It's not 30. How many times does 5 go into 60? It goes in there 12 times, and then I add my 0. All right, I just gave you your estimate for these. You're going to do the math problem. What I want you to do right now is I want you to pause this video. I want you to try to do these 2 math problems on your own. You can divide in any way you choose, but you must show your remainder if there is one. You may not use a calculator. I want you to try the math. Pause the video, go try it. Oh, did you pause? Oh, you're back. Okay, great. 3,518 divided by 30. I'm going to do traditional because I like traditional better, so that's something that I can do. But for this process, I'm going to show you how I would do partial quotients. I would start with 100 because I know 100 times 30 is 3,000. 518 left. I then would do 10 because I know, and I wrote this out, but I didn't put it in the right columns. So if this is 100 and then this is 10, 10 times 3 is 300. Subtract, and now I get 218 left. All right, I know 3 goes into 21 7 times, so let's try 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Add that 0 is 210. 8 left over. So your answer for this one is 117, remainder 8. All right, for this last one, 6,048 divided by 54. I know that 54, I cannot do 5,400. Oh, I can. Absolutely. So I need to add 2 zeros to that. That means I'm going to multiply by 100. 5,400, and I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 0 is 8. 4 minus 0 is 4. 6 turns to a 5. And that turns to a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 54 goes into 68. Let's try 10 times. Because I can do 540. All right, here we go. 8, 0, and 1. Now 54 goes into 108 2 times. 2 times 54 is 108 with 0 left over. So my quotient, my answer, is all of these numbers here added up and no remainder. So 100, 10, 11, 12. 112, no remainder. So you can write just 112. All right, for your math lesson today, you are going to be working on math boxes. Page 64, number math boxes 211. It is for a grade. Make sure you're working hard. If you have questions, please send me a message and we can talk about our lesson. Have a great day, guys. Bye.